boys and girls, my name is Teacher Lisa, and today we're going to do a home activity having to use a hole puncher, a single hole puncher. When kids use a hole punch, they not only have fun, they build their hand strength and finger control, which are skills that will help them as they learn to use scissors and grasp a pencil when they go to school. So hole punch activities are very good for fine motors, and they have great hand and eye coordination. So let me go over the materials that you will need first. So like I said, they're hole punching activities. So you would need a hole punch, you would need a marker, you would need some scissors, and you would need some construction paper. I use multiple colors because that's what I have on hand, but if you only have one color can do the job as well. Even if it's just white Xerox paper, it'll still work the same. So the first thing I did for this activity was I cut some strips of paper. And on the strips of paper, what I did was, there's actually 3 different activities that I can give you some advice on doing. So the first one I did was, like I said, I cut long strips of the paper and I just did some dots on there, kind of far apart from each other. That's what I use my marker for. So this way, the kids will hold it, and then they're going to use the their hand-eye coordination and punch on the dot, and it's going to keep them in control. So what they'll do is they'll punch all the dots, and so that's one idea. And this will strengthen the grasping, them having to open, close, just like we do with scissors. The second activity that I created was the same thing, strips of paper, but this time what I did was I made it into a counting activity as well. So what I did was cut the strips, and on the first strip I made 1 dot, and on the next strip I did 2, and the next strip 3, 4, all the way up to 5. You can go further than that. That's just what I had on hand. And so what you want to do is they're going to punch the hole on the dots just like the other activity, but this time you can ask them how many holes did they punch. And when they say it's only 1, maybe they can write the number by themselves on here, and you can show them possibly even to write the number word. So it would look something like this. So how many dots did you punch out? Oh, 1. So you counted 1, and then you would write on a piece of paper for them the word 1, so O-N-E, and then so on and so on with all the numbers, so they can count them. If your kid counts higher than 5, that's fine. You can go up as high as you'd like. This is just what I wanted to use as an example for you. So you can do them in a row, and you can do them as counting. And then also another fun activity was I cut out some shapes. So I made a heart, and then I made the dots on them. My dots don't look the same as these. I did them a little bit smaller. And this way I did a rectangle. But if you notice it, I did write the word inside so they would know what shape it is, and you can talk to them about it. So I did a square, an oval, and a triangle, and this is also a great way for them to learn their shapes as well. So what they'll do is same thing, use the dot as a guide to punch the hole, and they can go around the shape. And this does the same thing, fine motors, hand grasp, hand-eye coordination, and this will also help them learn their shapes at the same time, and it'll be a fun activity where they won't be bored. Some things where you feel like you're not wasting the paper when you're done, and when they are done punching the holes, they can actually get a piece of string, yarn, curling ribbon, and they can line up the holes and they can connect them. This way they can make a bracelet, they can make a necklace, they can make a headband. This way they can reuse it, and they can use it as art materials at the end as well. So fine motors, hand-eye coordination, counting, and shape recognition. These are the things that they will learn out of this home activity today. So thank you, boys and girls, for watching, and I hope you had fun learning.